Hello, hello, hello. I switched back to doing most of my lives on YouTube, but they're kind of going back into their old tricks of distorting my feed, which is fine. I'm not going to do over here with any more expectations that it'll be better because, of course, I get banned directly here versus just having my feed mess with on YouTube. And I can't do anything on Facebook because I don't have any visibility. So, it's cold outside. So I'm sitting my ass in here and chill out. And as I was sitting here chilling out, I was thinking like, man, people need to really chill out. People really need to chill out. The collective consciousness is doing exactly what it always does. It's showing just how disconnected people really are. A lot of people really think that the last 2 days is showing you something that you ain't already been seeing every day. But for me, in my perspective, only thing we're seeing is what people been running from or the fear that people been running with. And that on a bigger scale becomes a problem. At the end of the day, I don't give a shit what anybody else is doing in this country or what everybody's seeing is going on. It can only affect you as much as you allow it to infect you. If you are working on yourself, then all this bullshit that's going on around us, while I'm not saying that it does not have any impact on you, it shouldn't make you sick. If you are really authentically working on yourself, you don't have time for none of the bullshit. And I don't mean because you're so busy. I just mean that you're capable of being so still. Less shit moves you. And it's not that Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen. It's not that type of energy to where I feel like Aquarius, I'm separate from everybody else. It's I see where everybody is separated from themselves. Hi, Aquarius season. Might want to go look at my video yesterday, and that's not a shameless plug, but I can keep giving you a perspective. I can keep giving you an outlook of what's going on, but if you want to stay stuck in what you think you're seeing, yet what you think you're seeing is not showing you what you want to see, take your time with all of that. That's the problem. So many people are invested in their fear that they're not going to stop until their fear keeps on manifesting. Fear mongering, thought programming, thought farming, Stockholm syndrome, societal programming, cognitive dissonance, indoctrination, the whole fucking nine. Munchausen by proxy. If the only thing that you are seeing in your life is based off of the fears that you're trying to see or not see, you're already fucked. So collectively, this collective consciousness ain't conscious at all. It really ain't. You really need to chill out. Throw your fucking robe on. I already drunk my tea. Make you some delicious cardamom peppermint tea. Calm your heart and calm your nerves. Sit your punk ass down and be still. Don't even play. You can play if you want to, but we finna play a game. We're going to play a game. The collective consciousness is a fucking joke. So since it's a joke to me, let's play Uno. Let's do a Celtic cross on just how disconnected this collective consciousness that's ran off of fear, how's it doing? How's it doing? Yeah, you can play the fun stuff. But a lot of people run into painting, singing, dancing, and all the other stuff as forms of deflection. Like, I need to do this to get my mind free. No, get your mind free and then do that. You understand that? See, a lot of people got taught in reverse. Go meditate so you can clear your mind. No, clear your mind so that you can meditate. Sorry. But you got to let your life tell your tale. You keep using what's already clearly using you. And I'm saying that collectively. Keep using what's already clearly using you and expecting a different result. Call that self-sabotage and call that foolishness. Do what works for you, but every moment of my life is meditation. Every moment of my life is mindfulness. Mindful of me before I get into the mess of you. Therefore, I don't need no meditation or no mediation. Just being mindful and aware and understand that all this is a reflection of me. And here's the key for me. Everything is a reflection of me, either in my sickness or in a format of me in healing. It's all my choice. I don't need to run to the red room to find safety. I don't need to do all that shit. Yeah, just being. Ain't even living. It's just being. Because for a lot of people, and again, I'm not trying to counter you. You should know that by now. But for me, a lot of people's living is only surviving. Because I'm living in counter to something else. And if you're living in counter to something else already got you in balance. Something else already owns your fucking energy. So the collective consciousness that cannot own its own consciousness is already knocked the fuck out. So let's just see what's going on. So here's the significator for my fellow readers. Here's the gist of the whole reading. Molly, you in danger. Molly, you in danger. You a red 9. Hi, 2025 is a 9. 2025 is a 9. 9 is what's got you under control. Why? Because I'm just trying to get at my highest vibration. Excuse me, sir, ma'am. The battery in the pack has the best vibration. The one that's plugged into the device, the divisiveness, the machine, that motherfucker already in the field of death. So, Molly, you in danger. You in the red. Why? Because you trying to get at the highest vibration, but you don't understand that was the whole trick. The collective consciousness. If I can collect my consciousness amongst a bunch of other people who can collect theirs too, then there is no more separation. But if I'm trying to collect me versus somebody trying to collect them, and we all on different vibrations, or we lying ourselves about being vibrational, but we only vibrating through our trauma, holy sheep shit. Circuit board. Our energy is primed for use because we can be easily led, programmed, and moved into whatever is the strongest stimulation to give us the simulation of vibration. I'm high vibrational, but you toxic as fuck. Are you really high vibrational, or are you just a fool? Let your life tell your tale, though. So, the gist of the reading is you already in danger, but you just trying to find a way to vibrate higher. Look what happened over the past few days. People thought that their high vibrational format, their platform of high vibration, that'll probably ban me before I even get off this fucking reading, was here to save them. No, motherfucker. Save yourself. So, you're already in danger. So that's the whole problem. But here's the call. Here's the problem itself. That's the whole significator for the situation. So here's your first cause. Your first card, the cause of the problem. Your thoughts. You keep empowering your thoughts. It's a 3. And to be honest with you, the format of way it's laying on my table, it's in reverse. It's backwards. It's a backwards 3. Yellow, solar plexus, where I supply my energy. Remember, I just told you the battery in the pack is the strongest one. You already plugged in to your thoughts. You are already plugged into your thoughts. Holy shit, it's a collective consciousness, but I can feel what you thinking and you can feel what I'm thinking. Holy shit, that means we plugged in. But if I'm only as safe as what you think, or if I'm only as safe as what you allow or I allow, conditions. Morgan, you said, that's me. I need hip surgery. Not sure if I can heal that myself. To be honest with you, at the current state of the human anatomy, a lot of shit you can't heal for yourself. You can't just go get some lobelia in elecampane and then make a tea and then all of a sudden you feel better. You want to know why? Because we've inundated ourselves with enough unnatural components, and this includes you vegan motherfuckers too. Everything is tainted. Your air is tainted, your water is tainted, the whole food supply is tainted, your thought is tainted by exposure. We are technologically dumbed down through exposure that your human vessel ain't no longer clear to heal itself. You understand? So while there are things you can do, you can start practicing sound therapy, light therapy, more mindfulness of what you're taking in mentally, physically, emotionally, sexually, financially, all that other shit. You can do all that stuff and start enacting healing on your own. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you, yeah, go get a Reiki session and next thing you know, your hip pop back in place. No, we're stuck, stagnant energy. We are stuck, stagnant energy. We operate out of ignorance. And most energetic conditions, even if you want to go back to the Sumerians, they understand that most ailments, disease is just dis-ease. The body is not able to rest. So, Reiki, Ki, Chi, it don't matter what name y'all put on that shit. Y'all need to learn that. It's all the same fucking shit. It's you using your energy. I don't care what label you put on it. An energy healer who think that they doing faith healing ain't no different than an energy healer who think that they're channeling Mahatma. It's the same shit. It's you in separation of yourself. You just don't know who the fuck you are. So you need to go learn something that you think is outside of you to put in you so you can use you better. See this reading. You already invested in your thoughts that you done already gave your power. You forgot you were the thinker. Molly, you are already in danger. You trying to find something to be more high vibrational than you, which was already the whole fucking problem. I am sorry for you. If you need something else to be greater than you, you are fit to be a fucking slave. That is in any variation of your life. This is non-gender, non-ethnicity specific. This is energy. If you need somebody else's energy to be greater than your own, you already told yourself you're not enough. And if that thought is the one you keep empowering with, that's the problem of the situation. But what's crossing the situation? What's on top of that thought that you won't let go of? Boop. I can't make this shit up. You don't know who you are. 7 in reverse. But holy shit, I keep empowering that thought that steals my energy because I think that thought that has already stolen my energy is going to tell me who I am. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Hi, I don't know who I am, but can you please tell me? I'll tell you who the fuck you are. Hi, I know the answer, but can you give me a reading? Hi, I don't know an answer, but I'm going to go pray. We can do this all fucking day. The need to have faith in something else other than yourself means you're already fit to be a fool. Sorry for you. That'll challenge your mindset. See the beginning of this reading where Molly, you already in danger because you don't know your own power, so you keep empowering what's already got you powerless. Holy shit. Why? Because there's a root to that problem. The root to the problem is that you've already been taught that you're not enough. But we're going to see the root to that problem right here. You've been taught that you're not enough. You attached to yourself in separation. Green, attachment. This skip card, you done already skipped you. Who's the first person that can help me? 95% of y'all said somebody else. And even 4 out of that 5% that said me, you don't believe it. Hi, I'm the reflection of all fucking things. You can lie to yourself, but you will not lie to me. But at the end of the day, I don't care if you try. You gotta let your life tell your tale. Some of y'all who say this is all me, then turn around and go look for the Most High. You already found them. In the minute where you go out here trying to find somebody to save you and you ain't done a goddamn thing to save yourself, Molly, you in danger. So the root of the problem is you already skipped you and you attached to something that you think gonna show you, but it wasn't nothing but a thought. What you attached to? My own self and separation. For those of y'all who can't see through that, what you attach to at that point is the psychosis of your self and separation. And now you asking Alice, you asking that caterpillar to tell you who you are, when the caterpillar is you. Who are you? I don't know, dear sir. Please tell me. Wait a minute. It's the rabbit. It's the rabbit. I'm late. You're right. You running from yourself trying to get somewhere and you're already out of time. Thoughts create. We are creations, further creating creation. But if the thought that created you was a thought of me not being enough, every creation ain't gonna be enough. If your initial thought is I'm already not enough, none of your thoughts can give it to you. Hi, I taught you math, but I don't think I know how to do it. And even when you do it, you don't trust it because I didn't see myself as enough, so holy shit, I keep failing. Thoughts create until the thoughts realize, holy shit, I was the thinker that created the thought. That's where the cycle changes. Trying to find a way to outthink the thought without realizing that you was the thinker that allowed the space for the thought. Molly, you in danger. So the whole problem is you already skipped you and attached to the danger. You plugged in. Thoughts in separation. My ancestral lineage, my descendancy are still variations of myself trying to create a story to verify myself. If you really understood time and stopped thinking linear, past, present, future, descendancy goes out the fucking window. In the sense that where you want to start talking about my ancestors and things like that, if the time is not linear, then at the moment that they was here, I was already here too. Holy shit. They probably still here too and ain't even dead yet. That'll confuse some of you, so don't fuck with that. Most of y'all aren't authorized to think outside of linear format because it challenges your core programming. You can't think outside of what the fuck you think you know, which means, Molly, you in danger. So let's play the game. Because you done already skipped and attached yourself to the separation, just how important is that past? Here, yeah, they are all here, but I'm not even getting into the ancestral animistic version of they never transition, they out of the meat soup, but you can still summon them. Yeah, that's cute and that's dangerous and in formats where people don't understand what they're doing. I'm saying in a sense to where the minute I was born was also the same minute I died. There is no fucking separation. It's just the experience that you attach to. The minute my mama was born was the minute I died too. She is still here going through her 1940 experience, just like I'm here going through my 2020s experience, because time is not fucking linear. The year 4087 in some variant timeline is already taking place now, just like the year 2000 BC is taking place now because time is not fucking linear. That is the same bullshit, and again, as a Reiki master, I apologize if this fucking offends you, but it is that same bullshit as send energy to Jesus and heal him. Holy shit, didn't he still get crucified anyway? But it makes your human mind feel good to think that you've done something. Why? Because I've already skipped myself as being enough of the power, so Molly, I'm still in danger. Not true. Tracy, not true. Not true. Our DNA has been altered so many fucking times, it's ridiculous, and it's still altering itself now. But I get where you're going with it, but DNA is very alterable. But the traumatic core memory that is placed in a DNA can always be active. Science has been showing you that for decades. I give this analogy a lot for like the last 14 years. When I was a heavy researcher, and they had that mouse that they subjected to cherry cheesecake, and then they would shock that mouse every time he saw the cherry cheesecake, and then they took the genes from that mouse and put it in his great-grandson and didn't even tell the great-grandson mouse, didn't shock the great-grandson mouse, but they put a cheesecake in front of it, and that motherfucker was scared too. But wait a minute, you don't have the experience of the ancestor, you just have the DNA that's already correlated. That is why in our people, we are so scared to do something different because we got beaten into doing the same. That's about as far as I go into that. You can let your motherfucking life tell your tale on that. The traumas that a meat suit encounter and engages in keeps you in a reptilian core mind process to where the only thing you're going to pull from is safe mode. And if the safest thing inside of safe mode already includes Molly, you in danger. But stop. Let's not do that, because again, this will get into a class that most of you won't understand, because I'm going to tell you, I love you, but you're going to bring some bullshit you think you know. And knowledge does what? Knowledge gets you fucked up. If you start talking to me from formats of knowledge, you're already lost. You have to speak to me from awareness, and awareness is a personal fucking experience. I am aware of my perspective and experience of what's going on in this meat suit called me. Not some bullshit I read or some bullshit I think I know, but some shit that I can verify because I've already seen it or been it. But I digress. So let's get back into the past. Just how important is the past to why you can't fucking focus on the present? Oops! You skipped yourself and attached to where you need to separate from the danger. What was the danger? Your thoughts that I'm not great enough to be whole on my own means that I've attached to not being whole on my own because somebody else is going to give it to me. I was going to toil and tarry until somebody gives it to me. The past is already the trauma of the present. I won't do that. That would be an asshole if I say that. I'm an asshole, but I'm not that bad of an asshole. Read my fucking mind. So, read my mind. So, you in here living in the present, already creating the past. Why? Because the past was the danger, but because you can't sponsor that shit in the present, you done skipped yourself altogether. You see a skip, but that's also an 8. And not only is it also an 8, it's also infinity. What is infinity? The ability to choose everything other than myself until the end of time and beyond. Chasing myself, trying to find myself, but every time I find myself, I shit on myself, and I don't trust it. I shit on myself, so I get out and do it again. You in a veritable fucking loop. What's going on, El? Long time no see. Holding this to you all. So, in the past, Molly, you was in danger, and the fact that you were already in danger, but you didn't do anything to fix the trauma, that shit got your vibrations. See, I worked that one through you for that way. The core part of the problem is that you have an attachment to not seeing yourself as enough. The past shows to where you were in danger because you didn't see yourself as enough. And so since I didn't see myself as enough, here's where I currently am. I'm attached to myself in separation. I'm attached to myself in separation, but it ain't showing me shit. Showing me shit. And holy shit, 2 is not only reflection, 2 is not only connection, 2 is also projection, 2 is also knowledge. I'm connected to what I think I know. What do I think I know? The main thing that keeps occurring is I'm not enough. So at present, I'm still attached to that program of I'm not enough, and I ain't gonna let I'm not enough go until it show me more. Yet it is you. So while I'm waiting on something or somebody else to show me more, when is my collectively unconscious ass gonna be smart enough to say, I've seen enough? I've seen enough. This is veritable Enron. You have dumped your stock into a program that failed, but you won't pull your energy out. You just keep investing. And now you are attached, green. I am attached to the outcome. But yet the outcome ain't going to show me is it's going to show me apart. Collectively disconnected. But wait a minute. What if that's the answer? What if that's the answer? It can't be the answer. See, we got to ascend and go through this together, and a bunch of bullshit flying out your mouth. And blah, 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 Pleiadians, Nasara, Utopia, New Paradigm, Anunnaki, Atlantis, Mu, Lemuria, Mars, the planetary lineup, the snow, TikTok. Everything is more accountable and responsible for you than you are for your damn self. So at present, separation is your wholeness. Yet it only leaves you caught in knowledge. Remember when you knew that the bunny rabbit was real? Easter Bunny? Remember when you knew Santa Claus was coming to bring you your presents? Whatever. Here's your future. Because that done lost so many of you already that you don't fucking get it. So collectively, you stay disconnected because your present is, only thing I believe in is separation. Because I don't see myself as enough to be whole. So guess what my future gonna create? If this is another skip card, even worse. My future is I am trapped. 4, I am boxed in. What am I boxed in by? I'm boxed in by my traumas. See, the problem with that statement, Tracy, is that smartness in this realm is based off of knowledge. Some of us are too smart and not easily ready to admit that we're dumb. The first rule of knowing, I don't know a goddamn thing, but I'm aware of a lot of shit, especially when it pertains to me. See, what I keep telling y'all all the time, awareness cancels knowledge. I don't need to be smart. I just need to be aware. I need to be aware that going and taking a course on basket weaving and becoming smart in basket weaving ain't gonna benefit me. Versus the majority of y'all, I'm gonna go take this course, that course, that course, that course, this course, and that course, and it's gonna tell me who I am. You goddamn right. It'll tell you another version of yourself in separation, and now you have no fucking clue who you are, because you already skipped you, and you now have an identity as whatever you fucking learned. You smart as shit. You done learned so much of this bullshit that you don't realize that you the bull and the shit. Holy shit. The Ouroboros circle. You are the snake. The year of the snake. You can take it. Hey, that which triggers you owns you. You could take it however you want to, but I'm just telling you straight up. If you stand on smartness in a world where the smartest person is only as smart as things present themselves as dumb, that ain't a good thing to do. That ain't a good thing to do is to stand on being smart in a realm that only honors stupidity. Good day and good way, but let your motherfucking life tell your tale. So your future is you already trapped in your traumas. Why? Because that's the only thing you empower. Remember I told you, if you come in here using words that only denote where you are stuck in your own shit, it won't matter in here. It won't. You will either let your life tell your tale or you'll let your life tell your tale. Why? Because you got to take accountability for you. Nobody can determine who you are or what you are, but you got to let your life tell your tale. So Molly, you're still in danger. Molly, you're still in danger because you're easily controlled. Why? Because you have not learned to take accountability to myself. This next card, everything has to be about me. In the minute that I make something else about me and I get into my butt hurt feelings, holy shit, I'm already easily pulled apart. Hi, welcome to the contrarian world. If what somebody says triggers you, you still a gun. You haven't done your healing. You still trapped. Remember, I just told you, your present is you still empowering your trap. You still trying to find balance. I'm still trying to find balance with what I think I know, yet that which I think I know was only given to me to keep me pulled apart. It kept me pulled apart, and it keeps me pulled apart, and it keeps me in separation, and it keeps me trapped. But I ain't got zero fucking accountability. Why? Because I only want balance with the trap. I only want that which has trapped me to set me free. If you was here from the beginning, the only thing that trapped you was your thoughts. The only thing that trapped you was the thought that I'm not enough. And so you out here trying to become smart by learning more. Learning more where there never was enough means you only become more, not enough. Huh? Take your time with that. I gives two lily shits. Fuck your feelings and fuck your couch. Really, I am the reflection of all things. I see into you that which you are very much so scared to see into yourself. Why? Because this is all a program and we all have a function. This is all a program and we all have a function. My function, I'm the goddamn mirror. Who are you. Externalization. This next card will tell you who you are. Why? Because this next card, externalization, is only a reflection of how much others control you, which means you have zero control within yourself. Oops. How easily moved are you? The 5, the Hierophant. What's moving you? The apostolic figure. It becomes it means you only become more not enough. Yeah, exactly. Think about it. And again, I don't like to go this route, but this will be easy. If my indigenous way was animism, and I get captured and taken somewhere, and now I get told that I'm a Catholic, and then they convert me over to Christianity, then they convert me over to Islam, then they convert me over to some other construct, Judaism, Hinduism. I just learned 5 other formats that are away from my authentic self. Did I become more me, or did I become more me in separation? That's the easiest way I know how to say that. When I don't know who I am, and I now took a course, and I tell myself I'm a shaman, I took another course, now I'm a Reiki master, I took another course, now I'm a quantum healer, I took another course, I'm a reflexologist, I took another course, I'm a reader, I took another course. I only learned more skills of myself in separation, but I haven't invested in, hey, let me unlearn all this self and see what the fuck was really there. But that's the current process is I have to ascend and learn mastery. You are only mastering yourself in separation. Holy sheep shit, collectively disconnected. The collective unconscious. I'm only collecting myself where I've already been told that I have to play a part. So at what point do I stop playing a part and hold myself in wholeness? Or am I just consigned to be collectively disconnected? If that makes sense. So externalization is 5, movement. That which moves you got your power. I think I just said that. Externalization, if something that somebody says trigger you and then you got to go away because you said something and I'm hurt. I own you. I own you. Only I don't own you because I don't want you. I'm too busy being motherfucking delicious on my own. See what happened there? Somebody can say something, not trying to trigger you, but you get triggered. I don't give a fuck. Ain't about me. You gotta let your life tell your tale just like I gotta do my own. I can move you with my words, but when you gonna learn to fucking be still? This next card will help you answer that one. The next card is your hopes and your fears. Most people only hope that their fears aren't thrown in their face. And most of them fear that their hopes aren't exposed. Did you see the duality of existence? Did you see that Ouroboros circle? A lot of people only hope that their fears aren't exposed, and a lot of people fear when their hopes are dashed. Remember how I felt when you first found out that Santa wasn't real? I was devastated. I'm sorry. Back in the 70s when I first realized Santa Claus wasn't the one putting them presents under my tree and it was my mama. That's how some of y'all act. When that bullshit you keep learning and investing in blow up in your face, you don't want to take the L. You want to take the anger. You don't want the realization that, God damn, I invested in that and I thought it was going to work. It's just like a relationship. I thought it was going to work, but it didn't work. But you know what? It wasn't a mistake. It was just misplaced energy. Try that. It wasn't a mistake. It doesn't need to be corrected. It doesn't need to be healed. It doesn't need reclamation. It doesn't need to be retrieved. Dangerous bullshit. Soul retrieval. Motherfucker, you whole. Why are you pulling on parts of your soul? Unless you don't believe in your own wholeness. So your hopes is you don't want to run into your fears. Why? Because that's the only thing to keep you safe. A lot of y'all are only as safe as you are traumatized. TikTok showed you that. They was going to take away your trauma central point. We done learned to connect over here. You goddamn right. You learn to connect over here around a bunch of other people that's just as traumatized and easily misled as you, that you didn't want to lose that. You don't want to do no real work. You just don't want what's really working you to not work you so hard. So your hopes and your fears, really, I can't make this shit up. You don't want to be moved because you don't want to have to do nothing for yourself. See, that's a 5. Movement, as in manifestation. This is a 5 in reverse. That's manipulation. Red, danger. I don't want what I already deemed dangerous to now manipulate me. I don't want my hope and fear to end up being the same thing. I don't want my fears and hopes to end up being the same thing, because what is the whole answer? They're just you in separation. The shit that I hope for, the shit that I fear, are just signs of myself in separation. I don't hope or I fear. I'm just me. And the minute that I encounter something that instills a hope or fear in me, I got work to do. The minute this motherfucker that you're looking at here, the minute I encounter something that instills hope or fear in me, I have to ask myself why. Why is that moving me? WHY. Why is that moving me? Is it something that I desire to know, or is it something that is trying to make me pay attention to it, which means, holy shit, there's an infection in me. There's a part of me that is not trying to tell me to hold myself together. It is trying to tell me to pull myself apart. Holy shit, guess where all the work was at that point? In here. Not in a book. Not in a course. Not in somebody's reading. Not in a meditation. So the hopes and fears show where you're already in danger of being moved because you don't really have stillness within yourself. Because if you had stillness in yourself, the minute somebody says something that triggered you, you wouldn't turn into a gun. The minute somebody says something that triggered you, your hopes and your fears should be safe. Why? Because they're yours. If I hold on to hope and fear, guess who's the devil? If I get rid of my hopes and fears, guess who's God? Shh. Ain't nobody did nothing for you. You can lie to yourself. You can tell yourself that they did it for you. You did it for yourself, even if you want to understand and say that I had some divine assistance. Even if you want to say that I had some divine assistance, God, Jesus, Buddha, the Most High, Jah, my ancestors, the Orishas, the Gede, the Lowell, the Daemons, the angels. I don't give a fuck what name you fill in there. In the minute that I say that somebody assist me to do something, but I did not assist myself, you's a weak motherfucker. And I'll tell you to your face. In the minute that somebody got to come do everything for you because you can't do nothing for yourself, you a weak motherfucker. Sorry. So what's your potential outcome of this collective consciousness that is too busy waiting on somebody to collect it like a fucking Pokemon ball? Which means you waiting on a new master. The first time that you heard me speak in plain language was the first time that you probably stopped listening with bullshit you thought you knew. Love you. I tell people that all the time. People are like, we don't understand what you're saying because you're listening with that bullshit you think you know. Yet that bullshit you think you know is what led you here. Because it didn't show you what you want to see. But not seeing myself as enough, meaning I probably can't let go of what didn't show me as enough either. That is the common human program. I don't see myself as enough. The past has not shown me enough. I'm going to hold on to it until the conditions change. 400 years later, you're still sitting on a motherfucking plantation. So, what's the outcome? If you don't do anything to set yourself free, collectively, you'll stay enslaved. Oops! You are attached to where you were already in danger. You started out, I'm in danger. This shit is still in my energy. I'm attached to giving my energy. That's the outcome. I've become conditioned to giving my energy because the expectation has been taught to me that if I keep doing the same, then I will produce a different result. Definition of fucking insanity. I've been told that I've collectively put myself into this conscious experiment to learn how to hold myself together by honoring a format that guarantees that I'll always be pulled apart. You are you, I am me, she is she, he is he, they are they, Zay is them, and all this other bullshit y'all got going on. Everybody has their own personal identity. How the fuck can you collect yourself around a bunch of other people who can't even collect themselves personally? What fucking chance do you have doing it on a mass scale? You've been programmed into identifying as your trauma, and you only want to see the cessation of your traumas, which means you don't want to see you. The only thing you motherfuckers are healing in this realm is your traumas. Heal your traumas. It's not a trick. All you're doing is dumping your energy into situations, experiences that have already transpired or are currently taking place in a format that clearly shows you what you do not want to see, but you can't disengage. You ain't no better than motherfucking Pookie the crackhead from goddamn New Jack City. It keep calling me, Scotty, come save me. Scotty ain't the one fucking lighting the goddamn crack pipe. It's your weak will and inability to make a goddamn change. Sorry, motherfuckers. Collectively, you unconscious as shit because you won't wake up from that bullshit that got you knocked out because you're too busy plugging into the danger. Yet the danger is only you in separation. So if you keep plugging into the danger without realizing that the danger is you, you're dangerous as fuck. Holding this, motherfuckers.